this gentleman reached out, said he had a friend that was that wanted to sell their Charger. We'll get the full story when we get there. Gentleman out of Oklahoma said he had a 69 Charger. A friend of his was selling or wanting to let go, wasn't listed or anything like that. Asked if we'd be interested in it. You know, obviously we are. So he sent us some pictures, you know, a link to his website that had pictures on it and stuff, and then introduced us to the lady that was selling it. And so, you know, we worked out a deal with them, price point and everything, fair for everybody. And then as we're discussing it, I let her know that we do a YouTube channel and we like to share this kind of stuff with our audience. And she was excited about it. And in our discussion and stuff, she said that her dad was the original owner, and that she would have him there. And so for us, that's like icing on the cake. We get to talk to him about the car, find out all the specifics about the car, and you know how it lived, its life, and why it got taken apart, the intention of that, how long ago that was, all that kind of stuff. We'll be able to hear directly from him. So pretty excited about this one. 69 Dodge Charger, 383 two-barrel. I believe it's gold. It looks like that in the pictures. It's a gold with a black interior. It's a 383 automatic two-barrel car. So not a holy grail Hemi car or anything like that, but really a holy grail find in the sense of finding one from the original owner and getting the story. So even though it's not a holy grail car, to us it's actually even more perfect because we're gonna get to talk to the original owner and hear the story of the car and its life. And so it's in Watonga, Oklahoma, which was about an hour from where we stayed last night in Oklahoma City near the airport. We're looking forward to sharing the story with everybody and getting one more muscle car pulled out and in route to some kind of restoration or preservation or ratty driver or whatever it ends up being. We just it's just better than sitting in the garage all taken apart. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm Troy. We've been speaking online. Nice to meet you. John, nice to meet you. Absolutely.
Hi, Tony. Nice to meet you.
It's been amazing.
Tony.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet
Davis.
you.
John.
Nice to meet you.
I'm unimportant. I just was the guy that emailed.
And then you can put that in your
That's the most important. You emailed us.
He's the one
So you're the gentleman that you had sent me the link to look at the pictures?
Right.
Okay.
Well, thanks again.
Okay.
I appreciate that, brother.
Hey, Daddy.
How you doing? I'm Troy. Nice to meet you. Looking forward to talking to you about your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Tony. Nice to meet you.
We're gonna
Davis.
throw him. We're gonna throw him. Uh-oh.
It's over there. That one's over too.
You open both of them?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Definitely factory.
There she is.
Man, looks like you did a lot of work to her. She looks pretty straight.
Yeah.
She's never had any wrecks. Some close
Never
calls.
been wrecked at all?
Some close calls.
Wow.
Yeah, I can mention the close calls.
Some close calls for sure. Huh?
I was just telling them a little bit of the story of you going to get this car.
Yeah.
What was the excitement of going to get this car when you were in, junior in high school?
I was
Driving to Scott City, Kansas.
and
What happened to your car?
tire flew off.
On the car he was driving.
I had that happen to me in my life too. That's a very interesting deal.
Yep.
At least shit. I'm sure it was maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah, probably. 'Cause it was bad,
Yeah.
but it's shoot, shoot. I flipped it along the road.
Which car was that? So that wasn't this car.
He was going to
You were
buy
going
this
to
one.
buy it, and the wheel was.
It
that
was
was
meant
a
to
sign.
be. It was meant to be, wasn't it?
Tempest.
Oh yeah,
Pontiac Tempest.
Yep.
Wow.
definitely not a Mopar.
No, but
That's our buddy Dalton. He's
Yeah,
gonna help.
he's
Yeah.
gonna help
He
us.
lives down in Purcell, so
He's a local guy.
yeah.
All right.
That's
Little
good.
farm
The
boy.
tires don't hold air.
Okay.
Yeah, we're okay with that. We'll figure that stuff out. And we have the ramp truck, so we'll back it up and then load it up flat or filled up. Doesn't really matter. to us.
Will they air up enough to roll it out?
Maybe, but I wouldn't
Okay.
guarantee it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
We've got sets of wheels too.
Yeah,
We've
if
got
we
two
need
sets of
to.
wheels.
Yeah, that's true. The cop cars.
Yeah.
So the
in-
cop tires.
In 2001,
Okay.
my little brother and my dad rebuilt the engine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so that's when we got the car back from Kansas.
Yeah.
They
Right.
went and got it back from my grandparents' house, and him and my dad rebuilt the engine.
And that was in 2001.
I'm pretty sure it was.
She would know. We
So
don't
has it been
remember.
off the road since then?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did it get taken apart for restoration? Around that time?
He
About
and-
2000?
He in Wesley, 2001.
Okay.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
It sat on our
23 years
patio,
ago.
yeah,
Sat in
Crazy.
their patio for about 7 years.
till 2012,
Has it been? Was it that long?
because it's when Dad had his
Oh,
stroke.
it is.
Yeah.
So when he had his stroke, I took the car over to try and get it restored so he could drive it after that.
Okay.
It was a bad business decision. The people that I had taken it to, they did not. This is how they left it.
We've experienced that as well. We call it paint purgatory.
Yeah.
We take it there. They take a perfectly good car. They take it all apart, and they get some work done on it, and then they hand it back to you 3 years later.
Yeah.
And
Mine was-
then it's in worse shape than it was when you
Mine was
dropped it
6
off.
years later when I finally decided to go and reclaim it. The car was completely put together when they took it. Now everything's in the trunk or
Yeah, that's actually unfortunate commonplace, and it really ruins a lot of people's dreams of restoring it to the
Yes.
former beauty that it was, you know. Yeah.
But I did my part. I'm not a mechanic. I got the seats
she
recovered.
did. She got the seats refinished.
That was the first thing that we did, because I
We were
wouldn't.
wondering if there were survivors. When we saw them in the pictures, we thought maybe the seats were original.
Oh,
Well, they are the
So they are,
original.
yeah, the original pattern, but they've been redone.
Right.
They
Because
are.
I wouldn't bring them into my house, and that's where we stored them, was in the house.
Gotcha.
They were pretty bad. So right on this side is the
The window.
windshield.
The windshield.
Or the back windshield. I think it's the back one.
And you also found the build sheet in it. We saw a picture of that. That was pretty cool.
Oh, there's
Right there.
it's still in there.
No.
Is there two of them?
Oh, there must be two of them because the other one was they had it out.
That's cool.
That's
So there must be
That's
two.
it.
I think she's going to get the other
She's
one.
going to get your book.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Man, this thing's really straight. He says he's never been in an accident.
no.
Oh yeah? I like that red one.
Oh yeah. We just dropped off his new Daytona project yesterday.
Yeah.
And that thing's been.
This looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
He's right. He's never had an accident as long as I've known him since high school. But we've had some close ones.
So you guys are high school sweethearts?
Yes.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
This is the car they took on their honeymoon.
No way.
Wow.
Gosh, you're making me feel a little guilty that we're going to be pulling it out of here in a
I
few
got some
minutes.
good pictures of them standing by it all looking hippie-ish. It's very fun.
Wow.
Oh, I would love any of those pictures. That's the best part.
The console is not easy to sit on.
No.
No, that's information I don't need. Thanks, Mom.
The one time you wanted the bench seat, right?
No.
No.
No. So was it originally gold?
Yes.
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 What color of gold is that? Is that T3?
White 4.
White
Spanish
four.
gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It has sparkle to it.
So did they paint the floors when they was at the body shop? Because we were wondering about that because they look really, really nice in the pictures.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
It was tagged in 2014? Were you guys driving it in 2014?
No, I had it tagged when we took it to the body shop.
Ah, okay.
That's
gotta
the
stay.
original numbers matching engine?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Here.
Let's take a look at it.
Scott City, Kansas.
So it's sold in Kansas then. Okay.
Oh yeah, check that out. Well, that's all still together.
Yeah.
Did you guys fire it up after you?
No.
Oh, so it's never been fired,
Nope.
but it's all rebuilt.
Yep.
Wow.
And it always seems to be that it's been in the garage, right?
Yeah, so there's your
Yeah.
original color. That's that
Yeah,
Spanish gold.
that's it.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Air conditioned car, power brakes, power steering. That's good options. It was probably good to drive back then with all that, you know.
Oh yeah, but I haven't been driving so.
In his dreams,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In your dreams.
Original motor. This is original motor. I put the Ford bill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's
because
original
originally it's a 2-barrel,
Yep.
it's a 383 2-barrel car.
Yes.
You changed it to a 4-barrel,
Yeah.
but it's still the original block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
awesome,
Oh yeah.
awesome. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got you added headers and chrome golf covers and a little bit of
Yeah,
you go.
and yeah,
Okay.
but
cool.
it's
You
just
just made it pretty.
Yeah.
And you guys have the fender tag, right? Because I think I saw
Yeah,
a
it's in the
picture of it.
pictures. Yep.
Okay.
That's
All
this
right.
thing, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is all for
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah. We'll
And
check
one
all
right
that
in
out
there.
a minute.
What a sweetheart.
You want to
It's
pull
a
the?
sweet car, man.
Should we pull the seats away from it and
Yeah,
then
let's do that.
see if we can get maybe the tires air up so we can roll her out?
This thing's in good shape.
There was a lot of love in this car.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and the window is
Yeah.
cracked
Glass.
because I'm the one that laid it in my flat and it didn't work.
It's okay, Mama.
Yeah, well, I think what we'll do is we'll pull it out so we can get it outside. And then we'd like to talk more about it.
Yeah.
But at his pace, we want to make sure that we get the story the best we can.
I think this goes
Yeah,
with
it
it
does.
also.
Yeah.
There's all your bolts and stuff that go with
I've
it.
got that.
Trunk.
So I don't think that quarter's been
What's that?
replaced.
Bumpers.
Remember we were worried
yeah.
about that?
Oh yeah,
It's
we
not.
looked at that.
The factory undercoating's in there, and it must have just been painted a different color. I bet you're right, though.
So those pictures that we got of it in the driveway, when were those taken? Just curious.
Maybe 5, 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. When I got it back from the paint shop.
Oh, gotcha. I think we're just gonna have to swap it out.
Oh, swap out the tires?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty cracked.
When it was sitting in the lot while it was trying to get fixed, Lena went to ask him what he had done on it, and he says, "Oh, we've had it in and out, and we're working on it." She says, "No, I know you haven't, because there was a tree growing up through the trunk,
yeah.
the bumper,
Yeah.
because he had it outside, and there was a tree in the trunk."
Yeah,
He says,
no.
you haven't been
It's
working
been
on
there.
it."
It's been there a while.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got
I
that
mean, it was
going.
just a little sapling, but still,
Even that takes time.
yeah.
Yeah. No, we see it a lot. It's unfortunate, but we see it a lot that we want to restore the car, and we drop it off to somebody that we feel is going to do a great a great job on it, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
they
It was a hard grown-up
drop the ball
lesson
on
to
us.
learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had done it after Dad had his stroke and decided we wanted to fix it up so he could ride in it again.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen, Daddy.
Yeah.
But the car deserves to have second life.
But yeah, this is a builder's dream, really. Somebody that would take this and fully restore it. It doesn't require a lot of the typical rust that we see in Chargers. I mean, we'll show you in this trailer right here what we've taken them from and built to get back to this. And that's an incredible job to put these cars together. So there's a
much
body
work.
in there, a '69 Charger, that's literally doesn't have any of the panels on it. So you just see the carcass.
Wow.
And we will rebuild it back from literally nothing. But you don't have to do that on this, and it's just such a better car for it because it's got all the original undercoating, it's got the original panels. So you've done an amazing job keeping care of this car over the years.
That was definitely a God thing because it could have been
A
so
disaster.
much worse.
Yeah, because you trusted somebody for 6 years, and in 6 years, these cars can deteriorate big time.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
I did go every month and check on it. I was pretty diligent.
Yeah, they're bigger.
That's awesome because it's an original owner car, and you guys had
Yeah.
an original owner love for it.
Yeah,
And it shows. It's just unfortunate that for 25 years or 24 years,
I got there.
it didn't get to be enjoyed because it got taken apart.
Yep.
And with good intentions,
Yes.
Yeah,
but life gets in the
I
way,
can't
and body
use
shops
them,
unfortunately drop the ball on us.
I can't use
I'm
my
excited to
right
see what
arm,
you guys
so-
can do with it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a really good project. So
Yeah, that was part of the deal, right, Lena? That you have to see the car finished.
I'm going to be watching the whole process.
We don't make those promises though, because the problem is that we get so many different cars and we have so much going on. But our goal is that either we restore it or we get it to somebody that will restore it. But either way, we need this car back on the road.
Amen.
Regardless of who does
It's a
it.
sweet car, man. Like
It's
you
a
said,
sweet car.
It's in
This
great
is
shape.
this is I never say an easy project, but this is on the easier side when it comes to. We dropped a Daytona off to Dalton last night, and it's a pretty major project, right?
Yes.
But it's beautiful, and and it's still a Daytona. But if it would have come like this, I mean, he'd have it painted in a few weeks and it'd be back on the road. So
yeah, I know.
So there's a definite.
It has a different story
Appreciation.
than this one does. They all have their own stories.
They all have their own story, and that one has a interesting story as well. But and that's the whole point. is
Yeah.
So they're gonna put some new tires on it. We're gonna get it out here.
Look good on
I was going to
Oh,
say
it's
it's
gonna
going
look
to
really
get
good.
it's like a
You gotta
facelift.
throw the poverty caps on there too.
We got them. We brought them. These were from the guy that we got the email from on the way. We weren't even expected. So we were going through.
These are the
Tennessee,
original
and
rims,
we got an
right?
email like your
Yeah,
email.
yes.
And we were literally 45 minutes from the guy's house.
Oh, I
so
think
we
I saw
literally
that
just
on
went and
social
stopped
media. You said
and-
you had to take a quick detour. Get something.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. But what's the chances that somebody emails you and you're literally like 45 minutes from where they're at?
Wow, that's amazing.
When we're talking about a whole country or literally a whole world. People would think we were making it up, but it's not.
So I found you guys because I watch gas pump and stuff on YouTube.
Right.
So I saw how you guys basically just called and like, hey, I'm up here. Can you pick some stuff up for me?
We ended up buying them from them.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, we
Look how sad it
we
is.
go with the intent to buy, and he had asked us to meet him up there, and so one thing led to another, and I don't know if you watched our YouTube.
I have been since I saw you on your video.
Yeah, we have our version of that on ours, and he has his version. So it's from our perspective, and then from his perspective. He's actually a really good guy. Yeah, we'll get this thing pulled out. So what's a good story you could tell me about this car? You got a good story?
Is this the car that you and them had the fight in?
Yes.
What?
She likes the fight story.
The fight story. You don't want to tell the fight story?
All right.
It's fun. You want me to tell it?
Yeah.
Here, Mom.
Okay, alrighty.
So three of the close calls, but one of them was with we were going with your friend, with Tom, and we were driving to town on the country roads, and we took a curve, and we took it a little too fast. Oh, that was the first story. This is another story. Okay, so we took this curve too fast, and we took across the bridge sideways. And it was just a farming community, almost a single wide car lane, and he didn't even touch anything.
See, we do that intentionally, but it's with the wheels spinning, we're going sideways.
So that was one very good close call. The other one on the same road further down, Tom was with us, and we stopped. Hold on. This is the way I remember it. How about that? Okay. So we were down the ways, and they were arguing back and forth, and Kevin slams on the brake, and he says, well, let's just get out and fight about it then. And so they get out, they slam the door shut, and they get behind the car, and I'm in the front on that console that doesn't sit very well, crying because they're fighting. And they're back there laughing. And so they still call that the fight.
That was the fight day.
The fight day.
One of the things that we found over the years is that these cars, they literally have a soul.
Yeah.
People, especially in these situations where you were the original purchaser, they almost are part of the family. So hearing stories like this, preserving the stories like this are important to us. And but you did a spectacular job keeping care of this car. A lot of these cars really went.
The honeymoon story she wants to know too, because we left on the honeymoon and we went from Kansas up to North and South Dakota, and I never had been out of the state hardly at all. His family always went, and so we're going to have a picnic lunch And so we get out, and then all of a sudden somebody drives up, and I'll be dadgummed if he didn't have a pistol on his hip. And so I'm saying, let's go, and let's wander to the car and go.
And he's really nice big gentleman.
Nice gentleman.
Yeah.
But I had never seen somebody with a gun on their hip before. And
Out here in this area?
it was in
I think
North
that'd be
Dakota.
commonplace.
No, North Dakota in
Gotcha,
70.
not
70
the case.
yeah.
But,
And nobody around, not a soul around. And so he was nice, and he didn't kill us on our honeymoon.
So this is the car you took on your honeymoon?
Yes.
Wow.
Because he wouldn't drive my Vegas station wagon.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But just the fact that you guys got married and then you took this on your honeymoon, just, again, makes the story and makes the car,
Yeah.
you know, that much more special and cool.
Yeah.
Really,
Lots of good
really
memories.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
what made you pick gold?
How are we going to cut that off without hurting that wrist?
It's color of the
You just
car.
loved it?
That's what it was, huh?
Okay. I didn't know if maybe you walked onto the lot and went, oh, there's the car, or if you ordered it. Sorry about
Saw
these
that.
guys.
You what?
Saw that in Scott City,
Scott City, Kansas.
and I wanted that car. I just
You just saw it and you wanted it.
and I went and told my wife or my
Rumble pattern.
father, and says, "You got money,
And he did. He did.
$3,000.
Yeah.
That's it."
$3,000.
$3,000. That's about what they were.
And I bought it, but
So cool. So it's not that the cars have gone up in value. I tell people this all the time. It's not that they've gone up in value. It's that our money is worth less, you know, and so it takes more of it to attain these types of things. And then certain ones like these have appreciated better than other cars. Like, what was that thing you
My
were talking
Vegas
about?
station wagon?
The Vegas station wagon. That's still worth what it was worth in 1973.
That's the one we drove to the wedding, so it got all messed up, and then we left it a mile outside of town to get his charger.
Oh, so they
this
did
one
all
didn't
the
get
they did all of the stuff on the side of
peanut
it.
butter on it. It was all on my station
And
wagon.
yours was left beautiful, and you guys get so yours was the getaway car.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, that's awesome.
yeah, I don't know.
He didn't want any of that on his car.
Yep. So
It's looking pretty good. Look
That
at that.
looks good right
She's
there.
got new threads, new treads.
Steve's a little taller now.
The back
So
is
how
straighter.
long ago was it pushed into the garage here?
6 years.
6 years ago. Okay.
Well, almost 7 now. When we had her, I went and got it back from him because I knew it wasn't going to be finished, and that's when we put it in here.
Gotcha.
So as long as she's been alive, that's how long it's been here.
Okay. Yeah, they're brand new. I saw them in the pictures.
what's
Those
that?
are cool.
What?
The cherry bombs that you have, the mufflers.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
We see them on cars. We don't generally see them like
Inside the
for
car.
ready to be restored, you know, using them. But we see them on the cars.
Everything is
The
original.
story's better than I do, Mama. It was your car.
So we don't believe this goes to this car.
Shit.
That's a square body Chevy.
Shit.
This is square body Chevy.
Look at that.
So does this go to another car? Of you
What?
guys'?
So, no, I would almost guarantee that it came from the paint shop because
Okay.
when he threw the stuff in there, he just
What?
started throwing shit.
Well, you can either keep it or we can give it to our guy Sergio that has square bodies.
Give it to him.
So, all right.
Fit my truck.
Well,
No, there you go. He
Will it
needs it.
really?
That's not the one.
You're welcome to it. I just want to make sure it gets you.
That's a good
I like
find.
wood grain.
That's a good find fee, right?
That's fine.
Joe.
No, not that.
Get one of those tires ready for a wheel chock in case you.
We got it.
Nah.
oh my goodness. It just looks so good rolling.
There she is.
Check that out.
They're still out there.
Wow. They never roll that easy.
No,
I hope he's watching.
that's when you know they were kept in the
Across the
garage.
street.
See how the gaskets are still around the tail lights?
Dude, what a little honey. How'd you guys get this?
Cat hair.
The e-brake still works.
This thing.
somebody had it.
Wow.
What a sweetheart, man.
My cat.
All original stuff
Did you
too.
see that the service deal
Yeah.
with the wall changes in there?
No.
Yeah, on the door. Yeah.
Hey, and you guys were asking. They definitely have all the bolts.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yes, we won't forget that.
Got all the stuff that
It's
I
like front suspension. Oh, the
Yeah.
shifter's in there.
It's-
Some
gas
bumper guard.
pedals are in there.
Yep, that's the radio plate. Awesome.
Oh yeah, the speakers you had in the back.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot those. were
Wow,
in
you
there.
got everything.
Yeah, I forgot those were in there.
I mean, look at how nice those are.
Yeah. I was saying like the gas is still on.
Yeah.
Chrome and stuff.
I'm so excited.
Me too, Mama.
I'm so excited.
It's like Christmas in there, isn't it?
This is, well, as my guy says, Christmas every day.
yeah.
So
Oh
we
my
just have so
gosh.
much fun out here doing this that it really doesn't feel like work, you know?
Yeah.
And you got some new parts.
Oh, yeah.
Weather stripping.
He definitely had a plan. He had a plan.
Wow, look at that. All the trim.
Oh, yeah.
Are these even Survivor?
I wish Wesley was here.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be.
Oh, yeah.
He was going to make him sad.
Wow, that's even
Yeah.
nice. You've got stuck a little bit there, but I think that'll bounce back. Actually, there's a couple of
Daddy,
them.
I got your picture of
Yeah, they unfortunately do that.
Headliner?
Yeah, that probably would dry out. Well, maybe not here. Every time we've ever gotten one, we go stretch it, and it rips because they get older and they rip easily. Wow, that's amazing.
Turned into a pretty day, really.
Yeah, it says from 10 to 2 we're going to be good, or 10 to 3 or something like that.
All right, better get after it.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? I'm going to put it mostly together,
It's got the interior. Get all that stuff out of it.
and then put the dash in.
Yeah, hang
and-
the dash on it.
Okay.
And,
All right.
yeah.
So the guys are gonna they're gonna put it together. We're gonna assemble it. We want to assemble it. We just want to assemble it. It's not gonna be like done.
That way you
Nothing
can
like
see
that.
what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, we want to put it all together so we can see the whole car the way it is. We're probably not gonna do like the door jams and like glass, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when we
Oh
get
my
it loaded
gosh.
up on the back of that truck, it'll look like more of a real, a full car. So.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is it going on this truck?
It's gonna go on this truck right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
people are going to see it going down the road.
We just bought that day before yesterday.
Wow.
Added
The truck?
that to the fleet.
Nice.
On our trip. So
Wow.
we like these. They're really easy to take care of, and
Look at all
they
that
don't look
cat
as
hair.
commercial as some of the others. What's
Yeah.
that?
Look at all the cat hair flying out of it.
Her cat used it
My cats are going to be so mad that it's gone.
We thought because that quarter panel right there was black, and the rest of the car was this can primer. We thought maybe that quarter was replaced, but it's not.
I
I
don't
looked
think so.
inside, and all the original undercoating is all there. So just the fact that it's never been hit and never had metal repair, never been really,
Well, that,
That's the original
Oh,
old Mama.
He's
That's
talking
all right.
about something. I don't know what he's saying.
We'll see what he's talking about.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
that side was eat up,
It was beat up?
Yeah. That's pretty standard though.
and just a little bit. And that side just, but there's,
Yeah, it looks like they cut it
yeah.
right in here.
He's doing
That's a
just fine
very
talking.
standard repair, on these things.
He's the happiest I've
Usually
seen
they're
him in a
just,
while.
they're rusty.
And they know
here,
what he's
rusty
talking
in
about.
here.
So me, I don't
know.
know what he's talking about.
Is it
You gotta
aluminum?
gonna-
hold the steering column. Hit that hoop underneath.
All the parts that are coming out of
I told you we had it
it.
all.
Oh, I know. But,
Yep.
you know, I
The
didn't get
floors
to see
look
them,
good.
It was just kind of all in them.
Yeah.
You got a little spot right there on the
There's
front
the
floor. And then I think if I remember right in the pictures, you have a little bit of rust
Yep.
in the trunk. Other than that, and those little spots at the bottom of the corners.
It's
But
like
to
a
see it like
silver
this,
screen.
and this all be the way it is
Yeah.
just spectacular.
Just have it.
It really is.
Well,
I bet this was a stunner. This color with the black
Oh,
top.
yeah. It just back up.
Did you ever put a stripe on it? Or did it ever have a stripe on it?
No,
No.
just-
So you left it without the stripe? Okay. Because the RT would be the one that had the stripe. This was not an RT, but,
No,
but a lot
yeah.
of people had put them on, you know.
It's just, everything is original but the engine, but I put the headers are on. I put the rocker arms covers and 4 bells.
Yeah.
And
Call that a day 2. So you modified it a little bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still left the original intent.
but
Yes.
the engines,
Yeah. This is a really cool car.
yeah.
I like your taste. Very, very nice
Oh,
car.
he's laughing.
I don't.
We can see past the dirt and the grime and the
Oh, yeah.
you know, the primer. We can see that how. You definitely. Did you bag and tag all these, or did they? So you're the one that took it apart?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you did a good job. Everything's bagged and tagged.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
All these little parts matter,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Door locks. Do you actually have the keys still? You know?
I don't know. Hey,
Anybody who would challenge with me do that was their job, then pushing.
you got a set of keys?
No, he lost the keys.
What?
So the
The
keys.
guy
the key-
did at the body shop.
He lost him?
Yeah.
He lost the keys on top of everything else?
Yeah.
Uh,
And then when
Do
I
you
went
think
to
you
pick it
have
up,
one?
I think
he
I
wasn't
got
there.
one. So
Okay.
I-
Here, you want to
left
take
it
your
on the
mic
road
off?
and
Are you
just
going
took off.
home?
Yes.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
You want me to take the mic? He's going to go home and see if he's got another key.
Oh, no. Tell him not. It's not that important.
Not that important.
No, we want him here.
Okay.
If you find the key, then
I'll
you
mail
can
it
mail
to
it
you.
to us, or
Okay.
we can have somebody come pick it up, or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah, we don't want to.
They want you.
You're more important than the key. So they have we have other keys and stuff like that.
They're probably
It's
gonna
just
have
cool. The cool part is that it's just so complete, and a lot of times they just aren't. You know, guys will sell off all the parts and then they have nothing left to the car, and you know we go out and get all the parts and put it back so it is a complete car, and it's so expensive to gather all these parts. They're expensive. I mean, just a center console like that can run, you know, $500, $600, $700 just for that one part. Dashes and, you know, all these different little things. That grill, given that it's in such good condition, you know, those can run as much as $2,000, $3,000 in really good shape. So some people, not us, but some people, they see the money in the parts and then they sell it off and then you just have a carcass and then they'll sell the carcass. Well, we've bought a lot of carcass in our, and then we have to assemble it with all, you know, we have to get all the parts back to it, to
I
the car.
think a lot of it is because we are the original owners.
Absolutely,
And there's so
100%.
much love in it.
The car was loved, and that's why it still has all of its parts. As soon as it goes to the person that's basically trying to make money off of it, which that's fine, we're not begrudging that, but they see the value in piece by piece by piece, and that's not us. We don't part any cars out, and that's obviously not you, because you guys obviously love this car, and it's very
I
apparent that
loved
you love
and
this car.
hated it. It was both.
We all have a love-hate relationship with cars, for
I'm
sure.
not going to pretend like I had a real fondness of it in the last 10 years.
Right.
Because it's been here.
Especially the experience at the
Yeah.
body shop and having this
And
happen.
I did have a nickname for it for a long time.
What'd you call it?
Uh-oh,
The money
here we
pit.
go.
The Money Pit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When it came back
That's the
to
main
us-
name, not the nickname.
Yeah, okay.
That's what my mom calls me.
I got a question, though. Does the car actually have a name? Because we name a lot of our cars. Did the car ever get a name?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Just the
So it wasn't
Charger.
Goldie or
It's
anything
just
like that? It was
Charger.
just Charger.
Not
The-
Eleanor or
Charger.
nothing.
The Charger.
He had me when he got it, so he had to be careful. You know, he couldn't name it. Yeah.
Didn't want to have a love
Didn't want to
affair
have a
with the car.
fighting
No, yeah.
relationship with the car and the girlfriend / gonna be wife.
Yeah.
I named my Volkswagen. Her name is Hilda because she's German.
So we dated 6 years before we got married, and this year, next month, we'll be married 48 years.
Wow.
So it's
Congratulations, that's
54.
awesome. Doesn't happen as much today, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately. I've been married 26 or 27 years. Got married in 97, so whatever that equals out to.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of fights and a lot of makeups.
yeah.
There
and
you go.
Compromise and everything in
That's
between,
right,
right?
that's
And
right.
treating each other well.
Yeah.
So, and what's that?
Said in a lot of Mopars.
And a lot of,
Maybe where the fights came from.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
Maybe one
I'm
or
sure.
two at least.
No, I never argued about the car.
You knew you'd lose.
Yeah,
this is a good
that's
example
I
of
only
the
fight
color
things I
right
can
here.
go for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Her.
pretty
Yep.
color.
It
Especially
was.
with that black vinyl top and black interior, really.
It had
offsets
pinstripes
it.
down the side too.
No.
No, it
Didn't
didn't.
it?
I
thought I
I was
did.
gonna put pinstripes on it as my addition. But
Okay.
we never got that far.
Okay.
It didn't have pinstripes, or
I,
it did?
I
No.
thought he did.
No,
No.
it didn't. I got
Okay.
pictures. It did.
Okay. Shows you what I remember.
Yeah, I would love pictures. I'd absolutely love pictures. But yeah, they're gonna put taillights in it and bumpers back on it and
That's
kind of make
amazing.
it kind of come together. So
Oh my gosh. Oh, people are starting to hear.
She looks really good with wheels on.
Just having the wheels on, she looks good. Yeah, doesn't she, Dad? Looks good with wheels on.
Yeah.
So we should always wear nice-looking shoes. I didn't know you didn't get the keys back.
No. Remember when I went to pick it up? He wasn't even there.
Right.
He just left it on the side of the road with
Yeah.
everything just there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. There was a sign on his door that said "Gone fishing."
So we appreciate the car. It's exactly what he said it would be.
So
You know, relatively rust-free car. The story behind the car, the original owner being here, makes it really spectacular. We aim for that, but that doesn't usually work out. You know, usually it's been sold 10 times, or you know,
No.
there's all these different stories. So to find one that's from the original owner is really spectacular. So we appreciate the car, and we appreciate you selling it to
Oh,
us.
yeah.
We appreciate you reaching out,
For sure.
and it's been a pleasure chatting with you online and stuff. And like I said, regardless of whether it's us that restores it or somebody else that restores it, because we can't guarantee anybody that, and we don't want it to get. We don't ever want to buy a car with a preconceived that this is going to happen. If we do, that's great, because we didn't know that we were going to do the Mustang that we picked up from Gas Monkey.
Right.
And we ended up bringing it back to our shop, and we actually we were finishing the white one. The other one was just too much. We're not able to do it. Just can't do them all. But we will either restore it and get it done, or we will find somebody that will restore and get it done. And it's amazing how many of the cars that we find and pull out of garages and stuff that literally are now back on the road, and not just from us, from other people as well that we've sold the cars to. So, you know, so we just like to be as transparent as we can when it comes to that. But this car will definitely roam the streets again.
Oh, yeah.
That's undeniable.
That's what she deserves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And maybe give it a name. Maybe.
Yeah. Charger.
Just Charger.
It's a Charger.
The Charger. It's like share. It's just the Charger.
Yeah.
One word.
So we'll get you paid. We'll get the title and any paperwork that you have. And like I said, the pictures, the paperwork, the trail, the story, those are the things that are as important as the car to us. So if you come across anything like any paperwork, I mean, I know it's got 2 build sheets and a title, and that's all the paperwork we need.
Yeah.
But if there's anything else that comes up along the way, we'd love to, you know, get that stuff in the car's possession regardless. And so we do appreciate it, though. So thanks again. I
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And they're going to
Thank
get this
you.
thing all done. We're going to see it all together.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
it's going to be
Oh, it's gonna
at
be
least
taillights
prettier
in it.
while it rolls down the road on the back of the back of the,
Get a
new
lot of
hauler.
thumbs up going back
So-
to California.
Oh,
we
yeah.
people have almost hit us. They drive up and they're trying to take a video, and all of a sudden we're like trying to stay away from them.
Oh my gosh.
It happens, especially with Dalton's Daytona on there. That was every time we stop at a gas station, you know, it's an hour
Yeah.
instead of 20
Just get
minutes to
mobbed
fill
by
up.
people.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. these cars speak to people.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
people driving down the highway and they see these cars. They don't see them every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so
I saw it every day. I was not as much a fan. It was right there. I saw it every day.
you got a new spot to park your
Oh,
car.
come on. I'm going to be so excited. No more hail damage.
Yeah, those seats look spectacular. They actually look original. So whoever
Yeah.
did those
Yeah,
seats did a
that's-
good job on those
It was
seats.
somebody in the
Yeah.
city.
Those things
Yeah.
are amazing.
We're gonna pull the sheet out. So.
Okay.
Oh, there's another story about that too. Because when he
Be
first
careful.
bought,
Slow.
Yelling at us doesn't help.
Slow.
Focus, focus while I'm screaming at you.
there it is.
So that's the second one though.
Yeah.
So there's two. There's one in the thing, and then is that to this car?
Oh, yeah.
No. Sometimes they put the wrong ones in the seat.
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So the first summer that Kevin and I were,
Yes.
you tell me if I'm right, Kevin, you and your family went to take a vacation to Florida and I did not go with you. And Mom and I took your seats out and reupholstered the Charger seats, and he came home and he was so mad at me. I thought, I've done this thing for you. And he says, but that was the original. And I didn't want, oh, he was so upset. He was so upset.
There's a saying that we have, and they're only original once.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, you took away the original once scenario for him.
We weren't even
Good
married.
intentions.
Yes, we
but
weren't
he
even
didn't take it that
married
way.
yet. We weren't
Oh,
even
geez.
married yet. And I
No.
feel-
And with your permission, we'd like to give him $500 because we'd like to give a finder fee. So we're going to give you $500. I know it's not; it's mandatory for us. So we're going to give you $500 and a jacket. And we also want to make sure we go above and beyond as far as saying thank you, especially to him, because without him, we would not even
yeah.
be here.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well,
But
we're,
yeah.
we're happy already. I don't think we've smiled this much about the car for a long, long,
Yeah.
long time.
Well, that's awesome.
At least
So-
20 years.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
know that it's still going. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, bro.
I appreciate it, brother.
We appreciate you,
It's
man.
awesome.
We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I know you didn't need it, you didn't do it for that. We don't care. We're going to give it to you anyway because we want to make sure that you know that we appreciate you and that you helped her help them.
Yeah.
You know, and then ultimately it's going to help the car. And the
Amen.
car is going to live on in some fashion. We'll see how that plays out, but you know, it's basically get back on the road. And I would imagine that car will be back on the road in the next 2 to 3 years
Wow.
because it's such a head start for the average guy to restore it. So,
Look at this. Look, it's
oh,
already.
they're gonna have that
it's
thing
already
together. They're
looking
literally
good,
like,
man.
they're rolling on it.
It's looking good.
It's looking like a car again.
Just need your signature. So you're gonna sign right there, and we gave you the cash. And you got the title, and you've already signed it, and then the fender tag. So we're
Those
good
are
to
all
go.
the receipts from everything we restored over the
Yeah,
years.
that's awesome.
So
We
I
love
stuck
that
those in
stuff.
there.
Thank you again.
You're
We
so
appreciate it.
welcome. I'm so excited. I've not seen my dad smile like this in many years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just something about it just brings us back to like almost like we're in our 20s.
Yeah.
And that's what he's kind of probably reliving a little
Oh,
bit.
I can imagine.
Just seeing these guys putting this car together, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know. Unfortunately, we can't restore the whole thing in a day like they do on TV, but you know, we can at least get it to where it looks like a car again and get it loaded up and stuff. He might get a little emotional. We've had that happen.
He
So
may. I was a little worried about it.
yeah, I can imagine.
But I'm still happy he's here.
Yes, I was over the moon when you said that. I didn't realize that because when he didn't mention anything like that, and all
He
of a
didn't
sudden,
know?
yeah, and all of a sudden you said, "Oh, my dad's the original owner." I was like, it just takes it to a whole nother level for us when we get to talk to the original owner, the stories behind the car and stuff like that. Just little stories, just anything you can think of, you know. And I know he's struggling because of his condition and stuff, but you know, anything that we can get that just gives that car a little bit more personality for where it came from. The fact that your parents are high school sweethearts and took that on the honeymoon, that's pretty cool.
The pictures I have of it, when I find them, I'll email them, but it's on their honeymoon in this car
So awesome.
that they drove down dirt roads and over cattle guards just all over western Kansas. It's a fabulous story.
And if you have any like duplicates where I can get one of them. I'm not trying to take your originals for you, you know, keep all for your family photos, but if you have one that we have 2 of them, I would love a few originals.
Okay.
Original instead of a, you know, a copy of it. You know,
Yeah.
I would think that would be awesome.
Oh, you scared
So-
me.
Do you still have that roll of film that we started taking pictures of as we were starting?
Oh, I do. Hang
We
on.
can get that developed.
Well, I'll just give it to him and he can develop it.
Oh,
if he
we would
wants to.
definitely.
Yeah, hang on.
Look at that, 2 of them.
Cool.
Very unusual that we'll find a second one.
That's so
I mean, they did multiple sheets because it go down the assembly line, but they either got thrown away or they got damaged or the mice got to them or something. So to have 2 of them is pretty dang cool. So
Okay, don't laugh. You remember these cameras.
yeah, we probably have to go back in time to have it developed, right?
Don't laugh.
Well, I'll send you a copy of them too.
Okay.
So when we get it developed,
Yeah, those
there's
were-
places online that do it, but I don't think you can go to like Costco anymore.
Can't go to Walmart anymore
No,
and do it.
no.
You can't.
Time work. When
This-
was the last
They
time
don't
you
even have to
This is a
Photoshop
collector's
skills.
item. An undeveloped camera, throwaway camera. This is what we used to put on at the weddings, you know. You put that on there for everybody. Now everybody's got a phone. They can take pictures, a million pictures. So, but
Yeah,
this
they
tells
didn't
the
have
time
those
of
when
our,
we got married.
age group,
How
whatnot.
long we've gone with this. I can't
Yeah.
believe we still have it all.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I don't think it was full because we were still taking pictures, weren't
I
we?
don't know.
Should we take a few of these guys?
Oh, Lordy.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we'll have to figure out, see if we can get this developed. I'm pretty sure we can. Hopefully it'll still be good because it's been inside and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
It's been in
that's
my
awesome.
sewing
I'm
chest.
gonna go put this stuff in the car. I'll be right back.
What do you think, John? Is it worth coming up for this? Is this better than running wire today?
I'm excited it's getting fixed.
Oh, they're going to put the seats in.
Maybe you can
I've
sit in it
never
one more
seen the
time.
seats in
need
it.
to have a dummy in the back like Brian.
I've never seen the seats in it, Mom.
I know.
Not ever.
I have.
What's that?
I've never seen it with the seats in it.
Oh,
No.
We love it, don't we?
yeah.
This is such a rad one.
Look at it.
So cute.
Two sheets.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna clean the drivetrain off of the numbers and see if it's numbers.
I think it is. He made it
Yeah?
sound like it was. And I
Definitely.
believe.
I mean,
he
he
said
said
it
it
was
was.
his story because if there's anything he remembers,
he was
it's
trying
this
to
car.
tell us that he changed it to a 4-barrel.
Dude, that,
Oh,
that
gotcha.
front end going together is the easiest ever. Everything lined right
Is
up.
it hood latch?
That's what happens
tried
when they
to.
don't smash him into shit.
That's what happens. Yeah.
You
And
know.
there's the back
This
of
guy
it.
loves this
So
car.
much
You
better.
can tell. He just got done, you know,
once
bad
they're
by
done,
a body shop.
Shame to see it leaving. You know?
It really is. We'll probably get a little bit of slack for that, but I mean, they're not going to, you know, at the end of the day, this car needs to be back on the road,
Yep.
you know?
It's a sweetheart.
Look at that.
It's so amazing.
I got a rag in the truck. I'm gonna wipe all that down. We can drop the vent windows in
I mean, the
those too.
seats, the
Yeah.
you know, being back in it, and the center console and the dash. I mean, dude, it's going to be like literally like
Yeah.
it'll look like a car again.
Yep.
There's none of those?
Yeah. If we do it on the
That's fine.
front
Yeah,
both
she is real pretty.
You got it, boss. Anything for you? You grab them off the floor before you put the seat up.
You already grabbed about half inch resolve.
Did what?
Have any help?
Well, you can see how long it's
Sure
taken
glad those
me.
wheels were for sale.
I had 24 years into it, and I
That
put
worked
it all
out
in the
well.
trunk.
You know,
It seems funny to see an Oklahoma tag on it, though.
I know. I do have the original Kansas title in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got it back from Kansas and I had to tag it in Oklahoma, Pam made me a copy of the Kansas tag, or a title, so I've got the Kansas title inside. I didn't think they'd need it, so I kept it.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's got Grandma and Grandpa's name on it.
it's just amazing to see one with all the parts. You just don't see that often.
If you knew how many parts it came back from the body shop just to get them all back after he disassembled it is really just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just
That
amazed.
just usually it goes into we call it paint purgatory.
And that's
It's
exactly
in paint
what it
gel.
was.
Usually when it goes into paint gel, it comes out missing a lot of its parts. So the fact that it actually still has all these parts is kind of a little bit of a miracle, you know?
It was meant to be.
Yeah,
was meant to be.
really cool. I mean, just looking in that trunk at all the little nuts and bolts and everything, you know. Usually it might have all the parts, but then all the little things are gone.
And so we have to thank him for that. He could have
Yes,
just destroyed
it
them
could have
all.
been
He
worse.
didn't do that. I went and picked them all up one by one.
I know, but they could have been.
But he could have
That's
discarded.
true.
He
That's
could have.
true.
I mean, you don't have to thank him, but you got to thank your lucky stars
That's
Yeah,
right.
there we
That's
go.
right.
that it actually
Up there doesn't-
played out that way. Yeah, people are going to do that all the way home. So,
Oh, there's
any
another
other
one.
stories you can think of about the car?
Been a good car.
It's been a good
Been a
car.
good car.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have kept it this long if it wasn't, right?
Oh yeah.
Because she's she's been around 54 years.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Now those wouldn't have been the original plates, right? Because those are newer looking plates.
No,
Do you guys
that's-
have the original plates? Those are
No,
gone?
they lost them.
I was just telling her it looks strange having an Oklahoma tag on it because it's never had an Oklahoma tag on it when I've seen it. It was always a Kansas tag.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you guys were living in Kansas at the time when you got the car.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even more of amazing then, because Kansas, they all rust out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's even, you just took it up another notch. You know, we have some friends that live in Kansas. He pulls cars out. They don't really hardly look like cars anymore. We've repaired several of them,
Yeah.
but this thing just really stood the test of time. But that's, keeping it in the garage, keeping it
Yeah.
inside.
No, it wasn't in the garage all
Not
the
all the
time.
way. When
No,
you guys
yeah.
had it, it was under your
It was under the
awning.
carport,
Okay.
and then in Kansas, when we brought it back from Kansas, it was sitting in the backyard.
Yeah.
So it
Your
did have a
house.
little bit of time outside.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
That's probably where a little of the rust came from, right? On the
Probably.
lower, no?
No.
It was before.
Yeah. This.
Well, and we had it
Just
at
because they
college.
rust out.
Yeah.
These cars are just notorious for rusting.
Oh yeah.
Lots of snow and lots of
They're allergic
salt.
to water. They're allergic to the snow, and all of them are allergic to the salt. The salt's brutal on these cars.
I remember another story coming home from college, Kansas State, and we came home in an ice storm and snowstorm. And remember, we did donuts in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intentional donuts or
No,
non-intentional donuts? Okay.
non-intentional.
Whoa.
I think you
It
told
just lost
the
control.
story. You said you spun 3 times. I remember the
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was going, oh my gosh.
And
I don't never want to hear you talk about my bad driving, Dad.
He didn't have a wreck when
Aye.
I've never done donuts on the highway.
yeah.
in snowstorms.
Yeah.
And not even wreck.
No.
Now I've wrecked without doing donuts.
Yeah, no, to find one of these 54 years later that's not wrecked is a little
Yeah.
bit incredible.
It's
Did you buy it in 69?
No.
70?
It was
70.
Yeah,
70.
a lot of them were late buys. Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I love it. Love the stories.
Because
Love
you
the
didn't
history of
come
that car.
to Sharon Springs until when? You were a sophomore in high
Yeah.
school. So that would have been,
You
Yeah,
bought this
that-
when you were in high school? A brand new car?
Yeah.
Dad said you have your money, you go
Yeah,
buy it?
yeah.
You bought a brand new car in high school?
Yep.
That's pretty incredible too. That's the story right there. I bought it when I was a sophomore. I think we're going to put that
well,
as
it
our
was
title.
It was closer to junior or senior year
Yeah. Probably.
because we met when he was
Yeah.
a sophomore.
Okay.
He moved to my town.
Because that's when I got my driver's license. I was a sophomore. So, but I wasn't buying $3,000 new cars then, and that was in the late 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s. So for you to come up with $3,000 when you were in high school
Yeah.
to buy this car brand new, you were hustling. Something was going on.
Yeah.
That's
He was a worker.
Yeah.
You were a worker. You
that's
always-
awesome. We like to literally take our time in this aspect so that we can kind of catch the story and
Yeah.
and
Well, we're glad.
You know,
I told Kevin
and
I
catch the
felt
smiles.
shivers here
They've
watching.
been
I
in
said
the
I can't
trunk
even
for
imagine what he's
1,000
feeling.
yeah, the goosebumps and all the other
Yeah,
stuff, and I get
yeah.
them too because we're excited about the car and
Nice.
and
I'm
talking
glad.
about it and again, the end all result is to get it back on the road some way, shape, or form. So in the next couple of years, this thing becoming a car that runs and drives that somebody can enjoy.
Right.
So it'll just
You'll definitely let us know when it's going to be
yeah,
out.
no, we have Lana's number, and we're pretty good. Like the white Mustang that we picked up
Yeah.
that you saw us on the video, we're almost done with it, and the gentleman that sold it to us wasn't actually the owner, but his wife worked for the dentist that owned those cars before he passed away, and he bought it from the wife. Him and his wife bought it from the wife of the gentleman that passed away. And so they have kind of a connection to it too, and the next month when we get done with it, they're literally going to fly out to California and take it for a drive.
Oh, wow.
That's an extreme case because we're finishing that car. We just, every car is different, we just can't overpromise.
Promise it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because then we're
Oh,
then
yeah.
we're assholes.
Yeah,
Sorry, excuse my
exactly.
language, but then we're assholes if we come in. Oh yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff, and then 3 days later, you know.
Yeah.
But so
If
you know,
it happens, it happens, and it'll be
the
a
goal
blessing.
though is to make sure that it gets to that one way or the other, and we have a pretty good track record of cars that we pick up that actually get restored.
You would drive it again, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He's like, I wouldn't
would
miss
not.
a beat. I would miss a beat.
It will eat too much gas. I'd never drive it.
You can put a newer engine in there, and then it'll get whatever gas mileage you want.
Nope.
We don't do it. Yeah, no.
Maybe.
We don't do it miles per gallon. We do it miles per mile.
Oh,
So
there
it's
we go.
different. It's different for us. I think he's miles per mile too.
Yeah,
He's
he
on
is. Yeah,
our
he
team.
is.
Speedometer,
The speedometer?
it is 180 miles an hour.
What's that?
It's,
Speedometer says 100 miles an hour.
that's the speedometer says 180 miles an hour.
180
Okay.
miles an hour.
Don't go 180 in it, Dad.
Well,
Let me ask you this.
I'm not asking.
Did
if
the
it had-
odometer ever turn over?
no.
So whatever's on that is the original.
Yeah.
Let's go look and see what that is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said the odometer never turned over.
I hope so.
What's it say?
12,000.
It's got to have turned over.
What does it say?
12,000 miles?
No, it's had more than
It's got to
that.
be 112.
Oh, yeah,
It's
probably.
got to be 112.
Yeah.
The other thing is usually when they turn over, they jumble up. So you'll see them kind of, whereas in their original miles, they move one at a time, and they tend to be all the way across. But when they do that final, and that one looks a little jumbled up. So I would imagine that's probably not the.
My sister drove that for
You will.
Couple
2
years. He
years.
said when
She drove it for 2 years.
Yeah.
when Maureen drove it.
Oh.
She put 100,000 miles on it, driving it. Turned it over. So.
Yeah, she did drive it a while.
Yeah. But
When she was upset when we brought it here instead of her getting it, she said, I drove it last.
yeah. But
Yeah.
But you bought it.
yeah.
It was. Hey, you bought it when you were literally
Yeah.
like 16 years old for a new car for $3,000. That's just remarkable
18.
in
I
itself.
think you were maybe 18.
18 years old?
Nope.
No? 17?
Well, y'all started driving when you were 10, right? So,
Yeah, they definitely
back
did
in
that in the
those
rural
days.
areas back in the day.
because you drove
Yeah.
tractor and the hay baler for Grandpa. Dad did.
Yes. Well, I drove to move pipe.
No.
Dad started it in Granny, and I just had to keep it straight, and it just moved. I couldn't reach the.
Yeah.
What a car.
You got bill of sale and everything all good?
Already
Okay.
done. It's already in the thing.
Thanks.
Signed title. Paid him, gave him $500 for the referral,
Awesome.
and told him we'd get him a referral jacket. So we'll get his information. Well, I already have his information, but. Will you take this lock out? Because we won't be able to open it. They don't have any keys. Once we close it, we'll have to drill it out. But it'll just save us some time if you just take it out. I think you just need a pair of pliers to pull that on that side out.
Okay.
Thanks again, dude.
Yeah, man, this
I
is
appreciate
great
it.
to see you guys out here.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting to see what happens with it.
Oh, she'll be. This is a car that'll get restored, bud, without a doubt. There's no doubt at all.
That'd be a travesty.
You don't find them like this. You really don't. They're beat to, beat up bad. A lot of them. So to find them in this kind of condition.
I was severely impressed whenever I first came over and looked at it. And, as you saw, all the parts were still in the trunk and everything, so I didn't get to see all of that. But I was like, man, this is straight.
Yeah, it's straight.
Like
And
you
two
said,
miracles happen. It's in that kind of condition, and we beat him in Oklahoma to get it.
Yeah. Who would have known? I've been through here many times and never knew it was.
You just never know what's behind
door number
door
one.
number one.
Exactly.
That's
I
all
say
right.
that all
It
the
couldn't
time.
go to any- It couldn't go to better people. It's awesome.
Thank you again, sir. Yeah. It's awesome. We appreciate it
we
so
do,
much.
definitely. First car to go on it, on the new rig. Now we got to figure out where all the stuff is to it.
Just go straight right.
All right, I got my foot on the gas pedal.
It might not be ready yet. I don't know. Cranker.
He looks a little sad.
Yeah, I think. I'm sure it's a bittersweet.
Yeah. He's got to stop traffic. That's what he's doing.
I'm done, Dwight.
He's emotional. It's true. Yeah. I told the doctor that he's gonna get.
What you think, Troy?
I love it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys did a great job taking care of this car all
I'm
these years
telling
for
you.
sure. Yeah.
A lot of people would have just left it in the side yard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it would just gotten worse and worse and worse, and gradually you would have noticed it, and all of a sudden you got to replace all the panels.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
car doesn't need any of that.
Yeah.
Needs a few patches and some fixing on some of the stuff that the body shop did wrong or whatever. But other than that, it's it's an amazing car
Yeah.
to build whatever somebody can dream up. you
Well,
know.
it's nice
Yeah.
to be able to pass her on to other people
Yeah.
who will love her the same way
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Definitely.
So we'll get out of your way. We know we've
Yeah.
taken up a lot of your time, but
Yeah.
we'll keep you updated on the car as
Yeah.
it goes along, depending on where what happens.
If
And
you guys end up keeping it, let us know. And we'll
yeah,
watch for it.
well, even when we do pass it on to somebody else to restore, because that does happen, we generally have we get
We like
updates.
updates. Yeah.
We tell the people
Yeah.
when they buy cars
Yeah.
from us that we want to know about
Yeah,
it's
how it's
progressed, and
going.
that's why
Yeah.
a lot of the cars that we've sold we've seen transform.
Yeah.
So like I said, we don't have to be the ones that restore all of them. We restore our fair share, but we can only do so many. I think we have probably like 30 builds going right now.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not just so. But
Here, I'll
again,
shut that off for you.
we love
Thanks, sir.
chasing them. We love finding them, talking to
help.
folks like you guys.
Huh?
So thanks for your help.
We appreciate guys like him that reach
Yeah,
out
dude.
to us. So
Those impact guns help out.
and then
though.
taking that card and getting it another life. So.
You guys
All right.
be safe on your trip. back.
Yes,
We
thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you again, bud.
Big
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
definitely. Thank you again. Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet you guys.
So
We appreciate it. Yeah.
Tony will be ordering that. He'll be reaching out to you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah.
We're gonna need.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna need a large.
Okay.
Large, right? That's what we decided.
Okay.
You let us know what name you want on it, because you might want that, or you might want whatever you want. So whatever you want, whatever you want.
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
definitely.
We'll reach out. I got your phone number, or I got
Yeah.
your email. Do I have your phone number?
You got it.
Message me. Yeah, it's on. It's actually in your. Yes. Yeah. So we'll be ordering that when we get back next week. So, but like I said, it'll take probably six to 8 weeks. we're gonna send him a jacket, and then we're gonna send and he's a large as well.
Okay.
Extra large shirts.
Okay.
Right? Yes. And then we're gonna send some other like pink shirts and stuff for the ladies and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So we'll send a whole care package.
Yeah.
So we just got done on the 69 Charger that we picked up here in Oklahoma. Super, super nice car, great family, great story, great, history. It was nice talking to the people we had a lot of laughs, and he got a little bit of some emotions there. He'd owned the car for 54, 55 years. So it was, it's always tough in that scenario because, this is like, 55 years is a long time to have something. So it was just, but it was really neat that he was there. We loved that part. That really took that whole thing over the top. So I'm just over the moon with what we just experienced. You just don't usually find them solid like this one is, original owner, 2 broadcast sheets, just no stories of this got smashed or an accident here or whatnot. I mean, the car's never been hit. So to find a car like that is just incredible, and the people were incredible. It was really a good time. The gentleman that referred us to the car, we gave him a referral fee, and then we'll also send him what we call our referral jacket, which will basically, it's a custom-made jacket that basically says thanks for thinking of us when, calling. There's a lot of other people that can be referred to these cars, so we just try to make sure that we say thank you. So anyway, on to Dallas and then down to Houston and see what else we find.
Hello.
Hi, is this Lena?
Yes, this is Lena.
Hi, this is Tony with Mopars 5150.
Hi, Tony.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I am just calling to thank you again for letting us buy your dad's car. We really appreciate it. We love the car. We love the whole video. We loved all you guys. It was awesome. So we just want to reiterate that. I'm calling to get sizes and stuff from you on see what you guys would like.
Oh, okay.
So we just got off the phone with Lena, the daughter of the original owners of that Charger that we just bought. We were getting some merch sizes from her so we could get them a little care package sent out. Just another little token of our appreciation. It's hard to sell a car like that that's been in your family for literally her whole life. And it's hard to let them go at that point. So we just want to ship them some merch, show them our appreciation with some nice stuff to wear. So we got the jacket for Dad. That'll be nice and warm for him in those windy Oklahoma winters. And then we've got we got some purple hoodies for them. Like I said, they're big Kansas fans, so that purple is their color, which is cool because we love purple too with our Mopars. So a couple of those for them. And then also we got the darker gray hoodie. It looks pretty good too with that purple. So we're sending one of those. And then a couple of our purple shirts and a couple different designs that we've got for the kids. So this one's got more of a white outline. So yeah, just like I said, a little token of our appreciation, extra on top of the car and everything. We just want to say thanks to them for selling it to us, and we appreciate it and the tough emotional struggle you go through when you sell a car that's basically a member of your family. So